Dear friends and family, I want to tell you about my journey that I've been on. Many of you know that the past few years have been rough, yet such an amazing experience. Feeling like I've grown in many ways, Jesus has a lot to do with that. In a few months, it'll be 3 years since I stopped drinking and also decided to start attending church. I can truly say that it has been one of the best choices that I've made. But it hasn't been easy. Each and every one of you have helped me in different ways, and I would like to thank you. When the pandemic started, it became really tough. I had a weekly routine that was no longer able to follow. A lot of the Sunday in-person group meetings and every Sunday church interactions completely stopped, and I got thrown off. Thoughts of giving up would cross my mind, but I stuck through it. Eventually, little by little, church was slowly going back to in-person service and with restrictions, which kind of brought back my faith. I then decided I needed to do more to kind of get back into a routine. So I asked to volunteer and help out with one of the life groups called YAF, Young Adult Foundation. We met every Tuesday at 8:30 on Zoom. It was young adults ages 18 to 30 who wanted to get a better understanding of the word or needed guidance in the beginning stages of adulthood. During this time, I feel I was being tested because we had very few people who were interested. There were times where it would be just the other two leaders and I on Zoom praying for people to join us. Shortly after trying to get people to join and not really finding people who were super interested, I started distancing myself. I was not making it a priority to get to church or even to the Zoom meetings. I spoke to Chris about how I was feeling, and he told me about Dschool. Dschool is a 7-month training and discipleship program. A small group of people from our church that walk alongside of other small groups from 2 other churches. We get deep into the word, breaking down passages, highlighting things that stick out to us, and also taking notes about what we are learning. We get into small groups amongst each other that are called our D groups. In these groups, it's space to talk about how our week has been, whatever struggles we're facing, or small victories we're overcoming, and just time to get vulnerable if needed. We do a lot of praying for each other and really support one another. Like when I was getting ready for my test, the guys in my D group prayed for me and supported me with that. In the beginning of the year, our D school went on retreat to a campsite in Idlewild. In May, we will be attending our all-church retreat, and in June, we will be heading out to the Dominican Republic. In the Dominican Republic, we will be working alongside a church in Santiago, doing outreach, spreading the gospel, and playing with the kids. The DR is a country that shares a border with Haiti in the Caribbean. In DR, they primarily speak Spanish or Creole, so I'm excited to see what that experience will be like. I'm ready and open to see how God wants to continue to expand my heart for the nations. I will be working hard to raise funds for this trip, but wanted to start off by asking yous for any kind of support in my journey.